All right. Good morning slash afternoon slash morphternoon to all of the gang there, depending on what period you're in. I decided to do a new video for Vorty because I think you may have heard me before saying that the last time I recorded video for Logic Grid 40, I'd messed it up pretty significantly. Actually, had realized a couple things I'd done wrong. And, after having practiced this puzzle a few more times, I can actually do it a little bit better now, I think. And then maybe post this up on the web into the Google, into the YouTube channel, and also to say hi to some people that I haven't seen in a while from last year and the year when I started doing those YouTube videos. So, like I said, it's been a while, and I just wanted to do one again, make it fresh, and get onto the web the way that we wanted to. So, which is like to say that it's done correctly and you actually understand what's going on. So let's go ahead and get into it. 40 bills, bills, bills. Five bills due in October arrived in the mail today. Each one is from a different service, each for a different amount, and each due on a different day. Better figure this out quickly using deductive reasoning before you have to pay penalty fees. All right. So let's go ahead and get right into it. And I see I may have just accidentally done that one, but you know what? I think that's actually going to fit. I'm just going to keep going with it. So the thing to know about Logic Grid 40 is that it's a bunch of sequential clues, meaning that you have to figure out the sequence, whether it's the sequence of dates or the sequence of bill amount, and then use those to figure out which bill goes where. All right, so the gas bill is not $60 and is due after the $35 bill. So let's go ahead and get that in there. If the gas bill is not $60, we can go ahead and mark off 60. And if it's due after the $35 bill, we can also get rid of 35. Also, knowing that it's due after that, it means it can't be the lowest date because that's the sequential part. If it's after, it cannot be the first date. So we'll get rid of the second. And also, if it's the same thing on the sequence there, if the $35 bill is not, if it's due, oh, Oh, let me go ahead and turn. Well, looks like the lights are fine. Mr. Mice is here late for you now because you can see that the lights are turned off on me and all that kind of good stuff. But anyways, that's the same thing for the 17th for the $35 bill. If it's due before that, then it can't be the 17th because that's not before anything. All right, the water bill is exactly $10 more than the bill due on October 5th. This gives us a whole lot of information. Let's just get that first part of the clue. First of all, if it's $10 more, that means it can't be $25 because that's not $10 more than anything. It might be 35 though, so we can leave that, but it can't be 40 because that's not $10 more than anything. Same with 45 and same with 60. If it's not $10 more, we're getting rid of it. Now we do the same thing with the date because if it's October 5th, it's $10 more. That means the what's due on the 5th has to be $10 less than something. So we leave the well, I guess also I need to take off water for the 5th. Let me do that first. But also because of that, $40 can't be the answer. $45 can't be the answer, and $60 can't be the answer because it has to be $10 less than something. Only 25 and 35 are those totals. Now, the electric bill was exactly $20 less than the bill due on October 10th. So we're going to do the same thing now, but with the electric bill and the 10th. So the electric bill, we're going to go ahead and take out 60 because that is not $20 less than anything. 45 is not 20 less than anything. And 35 is not 20 less than anything. 40 is less than 60, we'll leave it. 25 is less than 20 less than 45. Same note, we're going to take out the things that can't be $20 more than something now. So that means that we're going to take out the $40, the $35, and the $25 because those are not $20 more than anything. 45 is 20 more than 25, 60 is 20 more than 40. Okay, moving forward, we're also going to take off that date of the 10th because we know the electric bill is not on that. The least expensive bill is not the first or the last bill. So because of that, over here, we are taking in we're taking away the second from $25 and we're taking away the 17th. All right. And now we are ready to go on to clue number 4. Back to sequential clues. The $45 bill, which is not the water bill, so we can go ahead and knock that off. And oh, lo and behold, now we know that the water bill is $35. So we'll go ahead and mark that green and we'll fill in the rest of that column. And that's going to help us eliminate some stuff in a minute. But now back to the $45 bill is due before the cable bill. So the water bill cannot be due on, or the $45 bill that is, cannot be due on the 17th because it's before. And it can't be the second because it's after the gas bill. And moving forward, The gas bill, we also know the $45 bill is due before the cable bill, so it can't be the cable bill. So that's why we eliminated that. All right, now the gas bill is due after the electric bill. So the gas bill cannot be $45 then. Oops, what did I just do? Oh, and so when we eliminate that cable bill from there, we realize now that the phone bill has to be the $45 bill. So we'll go ahead and put that in there and we'll eliminate the rest of that row. And then we'll go on to the gas bill being due after the electric bill. So if the gas bill is due after the electric bill, that means the gas bill cannot be the second or the fifth, and the electric bill cannot be the 17th. And we also know it's not the 10th. So now we got to just go back and figure some things out, right? So we're figuring that if the $45 bill is the phone bill and it's after the gas bill and it only has 2 dates open, it has to be the 10th. So we're going to go ahead and fill that in. And that means the $35 bill is, we already know that the water bill is 35. And so we're thinking that the $35 bill comes after the $35 bill. And so we're going to fill that in too. Get those rows and columns going. And go ahead and get that one for the 9th. And then get the one for the 10th. Okay, so now we can also match our things now, right? So if we have like the 10th here, matching the phone bill here, it has to match the 10th over here. So we'll go ahead and do some things like that now. And the same with the water bill in the second, and fill those in. All right. And now we just got to go back and figure out some of the other things to figure out some of those dates that are over here, right? So I can eliminate the phone as the 17th because we know that, oh, actually I'm filling in that row. And now we're going back and look at those clues again. So when we go back and look at a couple of these things, the cable bill has to be the 17th because it's not the gas bill at 60, and so we have that eliminated. We know that the gas bill is not got 60 available, and the cable had 25, 40, and 60 available, but it's not any of those that have like the denomination of 10. So it has to be the most expensive bill. So let's go ahead and fill that in, and then let's go into our next clue, which is realizing the gas bill is due after the electric bill. And if that's the case, and well, it's also the only thing that's left open over here on our right grid, we can fill that in, which means the electric bill has to be the one due on the 5th. Now we can go and look back at some of these things about like who's $10 more and fill out a little bit over here on the left, which will eventually get us up here. So if the gas bill is $10 more than the bill due on the 5th, then the 5th has to be that water bill, which is due on the water bill is due on the 2nd. So it's $10 more than the one due on the 5th. Now we know it's not the gas bill because the gas bill is on after that water bill. So we know that we can fill that in, and then that we must know that the electric bill is $25 because of that. We go and fill that in. Now we have 40 and 60 left for those, but we know that the gas bill is not going to be the one that's due on the 17th, and the 17th is the gas bill has to be the one in the middle there because it's the date that's left open for that, and that has to be the cable bill. So we go and fill that stuff in. Now remember, to get the full credit for these, you have to go ahead and fill in the solution box. So just go in the order that you see it up here. We have cable. We have $60 on the 17th of October. We have the electric bill for $25 on the 5th of October. The gas bill is going to be $40 on the 9th of October. And the phone bill, $45 on the 10th. And then the H2O, the least expensive of the bill, the first bill due is $35 on the 2nd. All right, gang, that wraps that up. I hope you've had a good week and that you got everything in. And for everybody who was in the class last year and maybe checking in, good to see you guys too. And for anybody else that's a member or a subscriber, thank you so much. And sorry it's been a while. We'll try and get a few more of these posted more up to date so that you can see what we're looking like now and seeing what we got going on in class. Have a good day.